the highest honor to be standing here this evening as your valedictorian. Thank you for the opportunity for this theater nerd to have the spotlight for one last time. Thank you for putting up with my constant questions in class. I'm sure I annoyed at least a few of you, if not all of you. Thank you specifically to Griffin Bean, Noah Fox, Nate, and Chris for dealing with me driving so slow. You were stuck behind me almost every day. Thank you to the administration and to the staff, especially Mrs. Wiebe, Mr. Convery, Mrs. Nichols, and Mr. Kimball, for fostering my love and borderline obsession with science and math. A huge thank you also to Mr. Rosenberg for helping me to formulate this speech. Thank you, George, my theater director, for being an incredible mentor and friend for the past 10 years. Finally, thank you to my family. You are my everything. Mom, thank you for putting up with all the double chin selfies I left on your phone. Dad, thank you for being my existential discussion buddy and for sponsoring my many evening trips to Dairy Queen. And finally, to my sister, my best friend and my role model. Well, class of 2019, we've been through a lot. Super Fridays, 2 principals, Andy Wood, a few chemistry teachers, a new auditorium, so many tardy policies, multiple meme pages, many versions of team or pride or pie or culture pride. Some of us even lived through 2 AP Lit exams. And about 37 mostly unsuccessful senior pranks. We are also an extremely accomplished class in so many ways. When I put out an announcement asking for lesser-known individual accomplishments that you'd like me to share in my speech, something really surprised me. A good amount of you shared personal accomplishments, but even more of you contacted me to share something about a friend that you thought should be recognized. I think this speaks to the character of our class, and I'm so happy to share some of those responses with you all. We have 16 Iron Wildcats graduating today, who participated in a sport every season of their high school career, who endured concussions, torn ACLs, and even a few missing teeth. We have our own band, the Reptilians. Chris Marcoulier designed his own video game. Yeah. The power couple Juliana and Derek started their own business called Greek Gold Gear. You should check them out. One of Brandon Bogue's YouTube videos got over 19,000 views. Kai is the second best bass player in the entire state of Maine. Eli Clark and Griffin Bean are Eagle Scouts. Chief Petty Officer Noah Fox has achieved the highest rank in Sea Cadets. Jesse and Kayla Tozier are going to college in Europe. Jacob Bastrash will be studying to open up his own boat servicing company one day. And finally, every day this year, Joey Goulet has sent out the Snapple Cap Fact of the Day. Yeah. Today's fact, sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia, thank you, Joey, is the technical name for a brain freeze. As a class, we have celebrated these accomplishments along with the many quirks of our classmates. This reminds me of a YouTube channel I've been watching religiously for the past few years called Special Books by Special Kids, in which the host, Chris Ulmer, travels the country interviewing people living with various conditions. I encourage you all to check out his truly amazing work. At the beginning of every video, he repeats the same line that I believe in my core so very strongly. He says that no matter how you communicate or what obstacles you face, you are always deserving of love and acceptance. Class of 2019, I hope that you can take this with you and foster this spirit inside yourself as we are being set free in a world that needs this message now more than ever. I also want to thank you for teaching me to accept not only others' differences, but my own as well. It's been really inspiring to have the privilege of getting to know some of your own quirks. For example, one day this year, my friend May Hoover and I swapped clothes for the day. If you're privileged enough to know May, you know her style is unique. As I walked, actually more like squeaked through the halls in my neon green reflective rain pants, Balenciaga, and bedazzled shirt, I gained perspective on May's way of life that was so foreign to me. Thank you, May, for giving me this opportunity, and I hope that everyone has the opportunity to truly step into someone else's shoes for a day. It's through experiences like this that we grow closer to one another and learn to accept and embrace one another for who they truly are. Now, I'm not sure if many of you know this, but in the fall I attended my first drag show. Yeah, I know, nerd at a gay bar doesn't really seem to mix, does it? But the queens at Teetotaler and Somersworth put on a fantastic show. From the first minute I was hooked, and I've gone to many more drag shows since, along with a few other graduates. I even dragged Caroline out with me for one. Drag was totally out of my comfort zone at first, but I learned that this culture was slightly shocking, but also a place that was so positive I could physically feel it in the air. Everyone had their own unique personality, no matter if they were in the audience or on stage, but there was no judgment. Drag opened my eyes to the hardships and celebrations of the LGBTQ+ community, and more importantly, it taught me to just let go for once. I encourage you all to come with me next time. Another huge piece of making sure that we both give and receive love and acceptance is through creating networks of support around us. For some of you, this is through sports. For some of you, this is through friends or work. For me, this came through the drama club, as well as my family, who were truly the first to love and accept me. Theater has been a huge part of my life for the past decade, as I know it has also been for my fellow actors Noah and Peter. It's where I learned I had a voice that was worth using. It's where I learned how to dance, but not better than Hannah Gennaro. And it's where I learned to leave my legacy. Although being valedictorian is incredible, my biggest accomplishment has been through the drama club. When I joined the drama club as a freshman, there was a clear hierarchy. The seniors didn't really talk to or sit with the freshmen. They had their own clique, and as a result, so did everyone else. We took photos separately, and it felt really intimidating to be in scenes with them. And coming from a girl who's hard to intimidate, that's saying a lot, trust me. I mourned the loss of the old days of the drama club, where we were all one big family. But then the seniors graduated, and the seniors after them graduated too, and slowly, with the help of my friends, we turned the drama club into a safe space. Students from every social pocket of the high school are currently in the drama club, and we love and accept everyone for who they are. The senior is equal to the freshman. Everyone sits with everyone talks with everyone loves everyone. Every single one of us is there for each other. In this network of support, I was able to overcome my biggest fear, singing in public. I was truly terrified to sing my not one, not two, but 3 solos in the spring musical this year. I didn't feel qualified enough or talented enough, but I worked for months to get my voice right. I probably sang my most challenging song, As Long As He Needs Me, over 300 times. When show day came, my performance was everything I could have wished for, but more importantly, it solidified that I had achieved my goal of making the drama club a family. The entire last show literally consisted of me going on to do my scenes and then coming back and just hugging everyone backstage. When I came off stage after singing my last song, I remember Olivia Davis was there with her arms out, and I just ran into her and cried on her shoulder. Everyone in the wings came around me and gave me a giant hug. I was crying because it was the end of an era, but more importantly, because I was so proud of the people around me and the bonds that we'd formed. And I truly think it showed in our performances. We may not be perfect or all that professional, but we have chemistry. And for any underclassmen listening in the audience today, I urge you, if you need a home at York High School, the drama club will always be there for you. It has been the most fulfilling experience of my life. Okay, on a lighter note, Class of 2019, as you move forward to conquer the world and achieve your own personal legends, I implore you to find your own version of the drama club. I hope that you find places that support you and accept you, but if you don't, and this is key, I hope that you remember that feeling of insecurity, doubt, or exclusion. Remember it like I did, and use it to fuel you, to create spaces where you can feel that support. Be the change that creates more opportunities for people to connect. If we can all do that, I guarantee we will not find just happiness, but fulfillment. thank you all for letting me share a part of myself with you today, and I hope that you remember that every single one of you is deserving of love and acceptance. Thank you so much.